Okay, I think the record is on now. And please, can you see my screen?
No, no, sir.
Okay. What about now? Can you see it?
Yes,
So fine.
yes.
So then, without wasting much of our time, so this our development class, and which I've also explained during our last meeting that this is a community, and we are here to build ourselves. We are all learning, irrespective of what you've known before. So this also be like more advantage to your own knowledge. Please, sorry, I think I have kata, so that's why my voice is not that audible. I'm so sorry, please. So kindly bear with me. So today we will be diving into more of web development, the both CMS and the both coding aspect. But we will first start with the CMS, which the full meaning for CMS is a content management system, which I believe that I've explained a little bit about it last week. That now we have the coding aspect, which we use the fundamentals of the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. And if you want to know more about the frameworks, then which we also look into that too later on. So now instead of us using that only, so we want to use the both aspects. That is the CMS. It is just more of you mastering a tool that has already been created for you, and the only thing that you just have to know is that how to use that tool. And the tool that you have picked is what we call WordPress. WordPress. So we have a lot of them. We have WordPress, we have Joomla, we have Drupal, depending on what you want to do. But we are using WordPress. Why? Because now WordPress is now an open source. That is, it is free to use by all. So you can use anytime. You can twist as how you like. You can add. You can remove, and it has a lot of things that you can do with it, right? So although some people still believe that you knowing WordPress alone or any of the CMS tools, it's not sufficient enough for you. Right, so that's why in all the CMS you have two aspects. It's either you be a designer or you be a developer or you be both. So designers, they are just the ones that will just be monitoring the interface. That is, you will know how to manage all the tools that have already been created for you, right? While the developer, you will be able to twist everything as far it is an open source file. So you will be able
Excuse
to,
me.
yeah.
Good evening.
Evening,
Sorry to
hello.
cut you, please. Is this being recorded?
Oh, hello. You said
Good evening.
evening.
Is this being recorded?
Yes, I think you came late. Yeah, it's been recorded.
Yes, sorry, I just joined. Thank you.
So, okay, so okay. Sorry, what was I saying, please?
You are talking about the difference between the designer and the
Okay,
developer. As a
thank you very much.
developer, to be able to.
Okay, thank you very much. So now it's either you be a designer or you be a developer, or you can also be both. But the one that you will enjoy more is the one of the developer, because if you know the developer, that's when you will know how to like twist the open source. As far since the WordPress is an open source file, so you would be able to trust sorry, to twist everything, right? But the designer, you will have some limitations that you won't be able to get. That is, it means that you will just be limited to the free version of what you want. But if you're not a developer, you won't be able to add anything that you want to, right? So, but here we will try as much as possible to take you both and how you can be a designer and how you can. But actually, what will bring out your work is your creativity, right? Which I've already emphasized a lot. So that's why anything that someone is seeing outside there, that the users are seeing, that's what we call front end, and the back end are the engineers behind all the technicality that is happening outside there. But believe me, the front end, they have more advantages over the back end. Why? Because people are seeing what they are designing. So that's why I will always advise, even though you will be a backend developer, you should make sure that you have a front end, like some of the basics on how you can interpret what you are designing at the back, right? So now I believe that we must have installed everything, but based on what we've said, based on what you will see take you to on from everything. So I told you the first thing that you have to have is your browser, which we already have our browser, right? You have Google Chrome, you have Mozilla, UC browser, and irrespective of any browser that you are using. One. Secondly, is that you have sent you the link of what we call Xamp. Xamp is like this. Let me show you one. This is our Xamp, right? If I should open it, you are seeing, okay, this our Xamp, right? This our Xamp, what's the name? This our Xamp software. Come, let me accept this person. So this is our Xamp software, right? So now let's first explain this. So now this is one of the sweetest things about tech, right? If you are one of some of the students that I was teaching, was it last week, about cloud computing. So then, if you are learning cloud computing, you have a lot of limitation because you have to subscribe, right, to some of the features before you will be able to get them. But unlike web, so we have a lot of tools there that are out there that even before you push out, they are already dedicated for you to use. You see this Xamp, it's what is taking care of your server. It's just more of like it will be running as if you are running online, right? As if you are running online. So that's just the usage for this Xamp. So you have a lot. So you have Xamp, you have Lamp. So like for the Linux user, they usually use Lamp, but for Windows, we use Xamp always. So we have a lot. We have Lamp, we have Laragon, we have Xamp, but I prefer to use this Xamp. So that's why I asked you to download. But which I've also emphasized too during our last class, irrespective of what you are using, there's no any problem. So your outcome of you learning any tech skills is for you to solve problem. So you don't argue about what someone is using. You just argue about the efficiency. I think which one is more sufficient, which one is more robust. That's what you argue about, not about like someone even asked this question. I think day before yesterday about that, right? Which I told him that it's that person was asking about are we to use React or Flutter or that for our software, which I told the person irrespective of what you are using, the outcome, the peak is for you to solve. Even though you know all the programming languages of all this, of all created on earth, but you are not using it to solve anything, it's still more of like you know nothing. So if you are solving, that's why people will know that yeah, you really know what you are doing, right? So now this is our Xamp now, which I believe that you must have understood what I've said now, Xamp. And then after when you have installed it like this, I've installed my own. So now some of you used to make there are some tools that after when you've installed, automatically you will see the what's the name, the shortcut here on your interface. That's on your desktop Windows, right? But if you don't have it, just come down to this Windows button if you are using Windows. Then then you have to scroll down from this. Then you have a lot. Just drag this control panel, not this bitnami, just this Xamp. This one, that's what you drag to your desktop. That's all, right? So now we are done with that this thing, with this Xamp. Please, any questions? No questions, right? So which I believe that we've all installed that Xamp. One. Secondly, I told you that we are working locally first before we pushed online, right? So now, if at the beginning we are creating a live website, so we don't need all this because we already have hosting, which we will also come to that later on, that is taking care of everything. But because this one we want to create it locally first before being pushed online, right? So now that's why we now have to download the WordPress file, right? So by going to their website, just click www.wordpress.org.com, I think, or WordPress, just search for wordpress.org, right? You will see download. Once you've clicked on this, you see download, right? This, then you download this file, right? Any questions? No questions, right?
Okay, so I've done all of this.
Okay,
I can't seem to, apart from I've extracted the files from the zip folder.
thank you.
But after that one, I'm not sure what else.
So, but based on but this point, there's no problem, right? No problem. So now, after when you've downloaded it, just come to this now. This is my file right now that I've downloaded. Just extract it. Extract, right? After when it has been extracted, this is what is extracting. Now this is what is extracting, right? So now it has been extracted now, but I will rename it so that it will give me a perfect name now. I will rename like this, WordPress, right? Which I've renamed it. So now after when you have renamed it like this file, you can copy. Now this file that you have downloaded, if you open it, you have a lot of things inside. You have WordPress, another WordPress again. So now, but this is the one that I want. It is because it has been zipped. That's why you are seeing WordPress inside WordPress. But logging into this, then this file that you are seeing now, you can use it as many as possible. You can use it for as many as, like, even though you want to use it to create 1,000 websites, you can still use it. So now, but if you have used it once, that's all. But since I might, or I may need this later on, so I will just copy it. I'll just copy this. Then you go back to your C folder, this your local C. Go back to it. Then you will locate your Xamp that you've installed. You will see that Xamp that you've installed. You will see the file resources here. Then click on it, right? Then after that, please, are we getting it? Please, any questions?
Yeah, I think we can move on.
Okay, after that, you will see what they call ht.docs. ht.docs, right? ht.docs.
Somebody is waiting, well, I think somebody wants to ask a question.
You said?
Some of us cannot see your screen. I don't know whether it's.
You are not seeing my screen? Wow.
Yes.
But we can see the screen. Oh. Maybe it's from your end.
Okay, someone is
Another
raising.
person that can see the screen that can confirm. I can see the screen.
Can someone else to confirm, please?
I can see the screen.
Okay. So which means it's from your own end then. Now someone
I
is.
can't see the screen. Oh, please, I can't see the screen.
Okay, let me stop sharing again and share also again. What now?
Yes, I can see.
So it's fine. So now I will assume we can all see it now. So you said?
I could see it formally.
Yes, I
Now I
can see
can't
it
see
now.
it.
Okay, fine. So now let me recap again. You will locate after you've copied that WordPress, that file that you have extracted. You will go to your Xamp, click on it, come to this ht.docs, click, right? Then here you will now paste it. You will now paste that WordPress file. You will paste it here. So let's wait for it to finish. So after when it has finished extracting, so now the essence of this Xamp now is for us to work like as if you are online. So which means you can work on your WordPress without even having a single data. So this one will take care of it for you. But most people use so now this one automatically all your browsers will be working as if they have data. Please, are we clear? But to do that, you have to start this Apache. Start it. Yes. If this thing has, if it has changed and this your port 2 is so. But if you are using it for the first time, you see something will pop out for you to allow access. Please click allow because it is your antivirus this thing that want to deactivate it. No, but just click on allow for the first time, and this my SQL also click on start also, right? Click on start. So you wait for the port to run. So this port, don't worry, we will learn about it more later. For those that are into React or all this Flutter or everything, so you will know more about port. But let's just assume that you've known. So once you have started this Apache and MySQL and they are running, it is because I'm already connected online. That's why it's still working. But without that, everything. Oh my God, my network. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please, I hope that
My
I hope that maybe your presentation, are you going to share it with us?
yes,
For some
I'm
purpose,
recording
you know,
it.
there's no power supply at the moment, so we
Exactly,
would like to actually follow up.
exactly, no problem. But I'm recording it. Don't worry, I will share it later on. Even now, my
Okay, fine and fine.
it's saying my network is uh, you lost your connection. But I hope that you are still seeing my screen. But here it's not displaying anything again.
Yes, I'm seeing your screen.
So fine. So now after when this is still copying. So after when it has finished copied, right? So yeah, I'm coming. Let's wait for it to finish. Once it has finished copying, then what you have to come here now, you have to start this, right? You have to start this your Apache and your MySQL. Huh? So it is because I'm already connected to internet, but without this, it's supposed to work normally, right? It's supposed to work. But to confirm if everything is working, just come to your browser, any of your
But you
browser.
can hear me.
Now, can you hear me?
Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Sorry, the way you copied your WordPress and took it to Xamp
Eh?
and then pasted it on htdocs. I can't seem to copy my own WordPress at all. I can't copy.
You can copy. Have you extracted it?
Yes, I have.
Then you will click, you will enter into that extracted file. Then you now copy the WordPress file.
Okay.
Let me show it again. Just come down here like this. Now this is my. Let me go back again. This is my. This is what
But
I.
I can't seem to view your screen.
Yes, here, even here too is it's saying I've lost connection, but still loading, just loading, and I don't want to refresh. Okay, let me just refresh it. Maybe. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, is anybody
Can,
there?
can you hear me?
Yes, just give him a few seconds. He's going to be back online.
I think. Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me now, right? So please let me reshare this. Sorry.
I can hear but can't.
Let me reshare. Don't worry. Let me reshare. Can you see my screen back now?
No, it's showing you lost your network connection trying to reconnect.
What about now? Can anyone confirm this?
Yes, the screen is back on.
So fine.
Screen is back on.
So now let me just recap. Just go back to it. Now this is my extracted file. I will click on it, copy this, right click, then copy, right? Go back to your local disk, C, and locate your Xamp folder. So automatically once you've installed that Xamp, you will see this file inside. Click on it inside, then come to ht.docs, and then paste it. Paste what you have copied. Paste. You will see this or anything. So don't worry. See, you can name it anything that you want to name, but preferably it's advisable to name it regarding to what you are, according to what you are creating. Let's assume now that I'm creating a school website. Just name it after it. You are creating a just any website that you are creating. Just make sure that you what you name it as that, right? Exactly now. So now after then I now told that you have to come back to your Xamp, start this, right? Start this both the Apache and my SQL. So now that's when I told you that now you don't need any data. You don't need data automatically. So that's why you are using this Xamp, so that it will be as if you have data. It will be running as if you have data. But mind you, it will be working on any of the browsers that you are using, but it will be limited to your browser alone, to that's your project alone. Because some people used to ask me in this that then can I use it to browse something else? No, you can't use it to browse something else except that what is related to your project that you are doing, right? So because I can't switch off my data because I will lost connection. But you now you can, once you want to practice, you can just switch off your data and just continue doing anything that you want to work. After when you have started that your Xamp, then go back to this to see whether everything is working perfectly. Just come down to any of your browser and type localhost. Just type what localhost like this. Just localhost alone. Just localhost to see if your Xamp. So if your Xamp pop up, it means that everything is working perfectly. Can you see that now? Can you see this? Automatically this one will load. Just only localhost. Let me increase this one.
Sorry, can you use Xamp for data for something like Vscode?
Now,
When you're putting in VS Code?
you said,
Can you use Xamp for data for Vscode?
but VS Code 2 has its own normal local server. Do you understand? Hope you have understood it. So anything that you are running on your VS Code, they have their own local server. That is, you don't need internet. That's why even if you are coding, you can be able to preview anything that you are doing even before pushing out there. Is that clear now? Hope you have understood it.
Yes, I understand now.
Like now, like for your web now, there's something that we have live server. If you are working on all this React, all the Flutter, and anything that you are working on, as far VS Code is concerned, automatically the only thing that will require you to on your data is when if you want to install like external library or you want to install extensions. So that's only when you use your data. But automatically, all text editors, they have their own local server. So that's why they call them local server, local host, right? So now once you've clicked on this, even though you don't have data, it will be working perfectly. Yeah. So now I've clicked on this now, and this one is working perfectly. So now the next thing that you have to do to check if everything is working perfectly. So the first thing you do after this is for you to create database. I'm going to let myself these people.
Sorry, I keep putting.
You said what?
My Xamp is not showing on my local disk. So this is, I'm thinking because I downloaded it to my to my OneDrive. Could that be the reason?
Oh, okay, that's why. No. So, but doing installation, what happened? Have you installed it?
Yes, it's okay. Based on what you've shown us.
So once you've installed, that's why I say that if you installed it, right? So there are some systems that you won't see it automatically on your desktop like this. So just come down here, just come down to your feature softwares. Then you see this like this. You see it under the list of the software that you have. Just drag this control panel and drag it one. Or you can also do this. Just come down to your local C like this. This is your local C. Locate your Xamp. Automatically, any software that you are installing, it's either they are under this program files or they are under this profile files times x6. But because this one is an external software, so that's why you are seeing it this. So it's seeing it as a normal program. That's why it's outside here. So once you now locate this, enter it now. Even though you don't have it on the list, you will still see Zap control here beneath it yet. This one, just copy it and paste it to create your shortcut, right? So once you've done this now, so I now told that you will on this too. If you are the first access, if it is your first time, once you've start,
I can't see your screen again.
oh my god, what now? Can you see it now?
I can see your screen from my own end, sure.
Okay. So once you've started this Apache and my SQL, once you've started it, so your first attempt, it will pop out that you should allow access or you should deny. You have to allow because it is your firewall that wants to like deactivate it, like it's seeing it as a virus. That's why. So then you allow it. So now after then, I now told that you now copy that your file and locate it. Just come back here and type localhost. Just come down here like this. Any of the browser, any of the browser, just locate localhost. Local, like this host. Sorry, AST, right? This. Go. Then just click OK. So once it has loaded, it means that your server is now running perfectly. So then the next is for you to create what we call database, which we also come to that later on during our coding aspect. So it's either we learn about my SQL or the one for Python or anyone that you want to use later on. But for this WordPress, the database is under what we call PHP in my admin. Click on it. Let it load. So now the disadvantage of this is that since you are using local disk, mine it's slow because it is more of like they are conflicting to each other now, because now I have my own data on, and this also is also on this local server. So that's what is happening. That's why it's somehow slow like this, and I don't know how we are going to do. And I have to present, and my presentation requires data. How are you going to do now? Except we just see once this one has loaded, if you are used to my SQL or you are used to your PHP, that's it. So somehow you must have seen this interface before. Please hope you are all seeing this interface. Are you seeing this interface, right?
Yes, we are.
So fine. So now if you click on this interface, you click on database. You will now name your database here according to what you are creating, because that's one of there's something that we also learn later on called file management. You must know how to. Some of you, like, you don't know how to arrange files, like you don't know how to sort your files, so you will just name it anyhow that you don't know. So you must learn. So one of the conventions for you now is doing any tech stuff. Always name your files according to what you are creating, right? Now let's assume because this one that you are, I think our first 3 months, because we will create a live live website that we will host later on. I think we can just pick any topic randomly, and I'll also give you as a community, like I'll give you an assignment to create a live that we will also host later on. But I think, and don't forget what I told you then during our last meeting, that you are creating something that will be useful. We are creating products that people will be using out there, not something that will just be learning randomly. No, we will learn and then we'll create solutions till when you get tired, till when you say you are you are okay, right? So now let's assume now that I want to create an educational website. So let's just name it as what? Education. Something like that. Let's just name it as education, right? After when this education there, you now create, you click on create. So now it has been created, right? This thing has been created now. See, it has been created. You will see it here. It has been created, right? So after then, to now see whether everything is working perfectly now, that this also is. Please don't forget this name. It's very, very important. You now go back to this your local host like this. You will now call that file that you pasted under your ht.docs, which is this. I think the best, let us rename this also. This is our ht.docs here. Let's rename it to education so that it will go along to what we are creating. Let's name this to education. Right? So now I've named it to education, right? Then now go back to this and call what you've named what you've named that your WordPress file. Now since this one is education, just write education. Please, are we getting it? Then click OK. Once you click OK, if it loads, it means that what? It means that everything is perfect. It's perfect. So it's still loading. Don't forget, this one is slow. It is because they are contradicting with each other. I'm using local server and I'm using live server also. So that's what is. But you, if the best, just off your data. If you are working, just off your data and then just continue working. Please, any questions? Aha! Wow, this is where we stopped. Can you see that you have started working, right? So that is where you pick. Please, are we clear? Are we all getting it before we move?
Oh, really? Oh,
Ask questions, oh, please ask questions. See, don't be shy. Yeah, it's also showing you lost your connection also.
so I've been able to see my Xamp as you advised, but I can't seem to find which dots. I don't know, can I just share my screen so I put me through?
Okay, I think I can't even see anything. Yeah, again, I can't even see anything. It's saying you lost connection also again. Okay, let's just refresh again and rejoin. Sorry. Okay, can you all hear me now? Can you all hear me? Oh yeah, share your screen so that it will not be like more of like revision to others. We have just 10 minutes more, please.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, presenting, showing presenting.
Okay. So, can you see my screen, please?
No, I can't see anything.
I can see it.
Okay. And first one, can you see my screen?
I can't see anything.
Okay. Maybe should I refresh then?
Yes.
Hello?
Okay, yeah. I can hear you.
Let me share again. Oh, no.
It's just displaying your name. I can't see anything. Oh, am I the only one? Can anyone else see the screen?
Yes, I can see it screen.
Wow. Come, let me refresh mine from also here from here.
I think you mentioned that he has 10 minutes to present. Why don't he finish his presentation? Then after that, we can create a problem troubleshooting address, and we can come on and then maybe you solve your problem then. But I think he should go on with the presentation for you.
I think I can see your screen, but please Hope we all got what I've presented so far.
I'm finished this presentation. I think you should go ahead with this presentation. For me, I don't know about the rest.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Please, any questions so far? So now this is where you pick the state, the language that you want to use, and which we are more familiar with English, right? You pick English, you move on. So now I think let's stop here so that from because this is another thing again. So now this is where you now connect that database that you've created with this your WordPress now, and then which we believe that before tomorrow we should all have this one, right? Any questions? It's time for question now, please. Any questions so far, please?
Mr. Giza, I think this is the time where you can answer question.
Hello.
Okay. Hi.
Typically, I'm not able to present the WordPress up, and then something I just present it keeps, I don't know, sorry, what's the
But the problem, I can't even hear you. Pardon? You say what?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
So the thing is, I've been able to locate this I've gone to my local disk, but I can't seem to find any file for e.t.c now. So can you help me with that part? But like network is very good.
You mean that you've not seen the HT docs?
Yes, on my local disk.
Try to check very well. See now, you locate this. I'm coming. Let him share again. Let me share my screen again. So now you just come back. This is your local disk. Definitely you must have seen this Xamp, right? You click on it.
I can't.
So it means that you've installed your, or you are or are you using a virtual machine?
So my tab was installed on my OneDrive. I
Mm,
don't know if that's the reason. So because I don't have them from
no,
my
no, no,
local
no,
disk.
no, no, no. So even though you installed it on your this one, but if you want to install, it will request for location.
And so the location I sent to is at my OneDrive.
Uh-huh. Then once you installed, then what happened? And have you checked
When I
your local C drive?
Yes, I have.
So
I'm
it
not
means
able
that
to
no.
install
See, I think the best what you have to do now. Just copy that your the software file. Then just put it on your window. Then install it right from there instead of your OneDrive.
Okay, so I
Because
move it to my download.
yes, any download or any of your Windows interface, or is it desktop or download or any place, it should not be OneDrive like this. Maybe you are using this one, right?
So yes, I'm using one there.
So no, see, just yes, even it's even supposed to work, but no problem. Just to be on server side, you just copy the main software file on your window, then install there.
So that will be the Xamp control panel, yes.
So please, any more questions, please? And for the coding aspect, please, you are expected to have downloaded this. Sorry, I'm coming. Sorry, let me. You must have downloaded this what we call, what's the name, Vscode. This software like this one that you are seeing here, this software Vscode, right? So now what you have to download again is just come back to this extension. You will see this extension. That's before tomorrow's class. This extension, click on it. Then search for live server like this. Then download this retweak day, the one for retweak day. Just download it and then just click on it and install before tomorrow's class. So tomorrow we start with our HTML, CSS, and then the JavaScript. But believe me, as we are progressing, most of you will hate the coding aspect. You will love this WordPress more than the coding aspect, because this WordPress it's more easier than the other, right? But I will advise you that you should put more effort in both, because it will really help you a lot and a lot, and you won't understand that till later on, because this WordPress, your knowledge will be limited except you really want to specialize on it. And those people that specializes on it, they are that specialize on it, sorry, they are the ones that know the technicality of it. That is, they know about the developing aspect and the designing aspect. So that's why I will also advise you to know both. It's good, but believe me, most of you will hate that what's the name, that coding aspect, and prefer this more. But we want to balance the two and see what the one that you just choose one that will be best for you. And because we have different capabilities, so just know what will really work for you, and then we move on. Please, any questions so far? And let's prepare for our software class. And please, we all filled the attendance. Oh, okay, let me share the attendance. Sorry. Uh, please fill the attendance, please, because it's very, very important. Any questions? So the recorded class will be shared later on for those that want to watch. And don't forget, we are creating solutions, and we are here, and you are learning everything live. You are learning everything live, and believe me, once you are serious with this, you are okay. See, you are okay. The only thing that you just need, it's just for, I'm telling you, see, believe me, you won't regret this community if you are serious with it. By the end of the by December, you will see what you must have achieved a lot. So you must have achieved a lot if you are serious. And the only seriousness is when you practice. I told you, in tech, it's not something that you just watch and just leave. In tech, you practice what you've learned, so that's what will make it to stay. So which I believe that before tomorrow, this one that we've done, you must have practiced it and reach where where we are now before tomorrow, so that we just continue from where we stop. So since no one is asking question, I think we call it a day.
I'm unable to actually to tick the attendance. I don't know why.
The attendance also, and I don't to share it on the platform, on the this thing. So maybe I'll share it to you privately then. Right?
Okay.
No problem. Because it's only strict for those that are present here, so that's what will allow us to monitor. That's the condition attached to this community. If you're not serious, we kick you out. So we want just serious minded people. Even though you are not getting it, we just want you to still be there. Definitely one day you will surely get something. So it's along the way that you know your capability. Okay, this is what I can do, this is what I can do. So right, so that's why we just want everyone to be there. So you just leverage your hand on it first and see what you can do. The problem is that we assume I can't do this. You just assume that I can't. Whereby once you've started, you will not say that, oh, so this thing is very easy, right? So please, I think our time is up. So we start our software class too by 9 o'clock. Don't forget to practice, and see you tomorrow, and have a nice day. Bye bye.
Marzi,
Now,
please, this the next class that is starting by 9. Marzi, 9 to 10 is is it's kind of late. Is there a
Is
way that
is
the time can be as in can we just work on the time? That
the,
9 to it's something if you can bring the first class web development earlier so that at least we'll be able to end 9:30 if
actually
that's okay.
actually I've been also thinking about that because I personally it also affects me because I'm already exhausted. You will even see my voice now that it's not that even clear again because I've exhausted myself, but still I'm still because I just want this to happen. That's why. So except we have two options, and I don't know what will happen, and I don't know how we are going to be. Since we are just using 2 days for now, or do we want us to use software Saturdays, Sundays, just only Saturday, then Sunday, sorry,
Yes, I think
Saturday
that's a
web,
good suggestion. I think we can
then
make it
Sunday software.
one day for software, one day for web development.
Is that okay by all of us?
For the others, I don't know.
Yes, that's okay.
Yeah, yes, it's a good idea.
I think so. Let's work towards it. Then, please, if that's the case, I supposed to have even gone far with this our web because now since it is just only 1 day now, which we also during our last meeting then that it is your commitment that will determine whether we are to add more days because if you see because now these attendance now we will now see those people that are really present that are really like entering the class. So that's when we will now see how we can extend the days more so that we move because we want at least before the end of 6 months or 3 months if probably. But since we are going for one day now, at least before the end of our 6 months, we should be able to have a tangible that something that we will host online or if it is website or software that we will host on Play Store or App Store that this is what we've created as a community. This solution, that's what we want. At least before the end of this year, we should be able to have at least one solution. That is, we've created one app or one software or one website, right? So which means if you are using 1 day, it will be sufficient. But the only thing that we can use to make that is that we will make our community, that our platform to be more active. That's by sending materials, by asking questions. Sometimes I might even just do a little video for you to push more. Just something that will take you more time. Then do this before our next class. I think that's what will make us to be more faster than just stick to 1 day. But for now, I think it's good because it will also affect me also personally. So let's just stick to Saturdays web, then Sundays software. I think that will really help. Then along the way, we see how we can add to it. So any more suggestions? Thank you, Maziba. Thanks.
Alhamdulillah, barakallahu fik.
No, thank you. So any more suggestions, please? Anything else? So
Marvin, that's to say that the next class will not hold, right?
yes. I will also post it now.
Can you paste it in the group?
Yes, I will paste it now.
Yeah, barakallahu khairan.
Okay, thank you. So any more, please? So please, if you have questions, please please make the group the platform to be active. Ask questions. We are ready to answer you. So in the next, maybe just give me like 30 minutes. What we've done now, I will upload it, and then for those that were unable to log in to also watch. But please, the condition is that please and please, before next week, we should all be able to be on the same page. So we don't want a situation whereby by next week someone will now be saying that please, I've not installed my Xamp. Please, how am I going to do this? So that's why you have that 6 days at least to practice and to do more of your research. And I'll also send you some materials later on that will help you and will aid your understanding also. So thank you, and have a nice. I think no more questions, right? And I hope you've all filled the form.
No, I told you that the form it's not opening.
Don't worry, I will
So
send
you
it to you
can
privately.
hear.
Don't worry, I'll send it privately. Don't worry. So thank you. No questions. So have a nice day and practice. So take care. Bye bye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.